with that being said, I could not tell you how excited I am with the individuals that we're going to hear from tonight. I mean, it is truly, truly mind blowing anytime that you get to hear from any of these amazing women. So I couldn't tell you how much it means to me to be able to be hearing from them tonight. So why don't I just go ahead and kick things over to one of our own elite pro eights. That means that they're doing well over 200,000 in organizational volume every single month. Let's hear it for Angie Harper, who's going to kick tonight's 7 callers calling off for us right now. Angie Harper, are you with us?
I am here, Skylar. Hello, thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity, and I'm really excited to be able to introduce our first 7 callers calling speaker of the night tonight. I'm really excited. I think I've probably known this particular lady the longest here in our company. We go all the way back to 1992 when I was, after a high school football game in the backseat of a car, sitting on her lap, actually. And I turned around and I said, "Who are you?" She said, "I'm Tara. Who are you?" And I said, "I'm Angie." And we were fast friends from that moment on. This girl, she treats everybody with such kindness and love, and she's just remarkable. And my story, my background, I was an elementary school teacher for 10 years, and I decided to leave teaching. And I started my own small business here in our town of about 60,000 people. And when I left teaching, people thought I was crazy. You know, I had this, secure job, a retirement, but I got bit by the entrepreneurship bug, I like to say. And so I left teaching and I started my own small business. And it was around that time in 2007 when Tara Wilson approached me with a different business opportunity. And I was excited about it. And I went home and I talked to my husband about it. And he asked me, he said, "Is this network marketing?" And I said, "Well, I think it is." And he said, "Tell her we're not willing to make money off of our friends and family." And so I did. I actually emailed her. And I think I go down as her biggest rejection story. But that did not stop her. She went on to be super successful, to pave the way for her entire team in the industry of network marketing. And I actually came to her in 2016, and it was the product that first spoke to me, and subsequently the business. And I decided to sell my small business and jump into this world of network marketing, this time with my husband's full support. And I've been here for about 4 years. Again, this is my very first venture in the industry, and it has been absolutely remarkable and life-changing, not just for myself, but for my family. I've created an amazing team culture here in our town and across the US, and it's just been amazing. And it is my absolute pleasure to introduce not only my friend of over 25 years, also my mentor, and also an amazing business partner. She is a California girl at heart, always will be, but she and her family uprooted and moved to Scottsdale, Arizona about a year ago, maybe a little bit more. She lives with her amazing husband, Chris, and their 3 children. She has earned over $7 million in network marketing over the past 13 years. So it is with honor and gratitude and love that I introduce to you Tara Wilson. Tara?
Hey guys, I am so excited to be here. Y'all can hear me, right? Okay.
Got you.
Oh, well, Angie, it's so great. And I just love our story because it's not always about the timing for, me or you or anybody. It's about the timing for each individual person. And my timing began in 2007 when I was working full time in the wholesale mortgage business, making a great income. My husband had also a great income. So we weren't poor. We weren't in debt. We weren't like, we didn't have that hunger. We thought we were doing great. We were investing in our 401ks. We owned a home. We got our vacations. We had no credit card debt. But my pain came, and I'm looking at I'm in my mother-in-law's house in South Florida. We're visiting here for the holidays, and I'm looking at all the pictures when my kids were little, and that's my pain. I dropped them off every day. My 1-year-old, 11 months old when I started, and 7-year-old son, and my 11-month-old daughter. And every day that I dropped them off, that was my pain. Like, oh, I wish I could spend more time with them. I'm not a real money motivated person. You need money to live, you need money to pay bills, but I would have given away half my salary to work less hours, but it wasn't an option, right? It was a full-time job or nothing. We need benefits and all that. But one day I went to pick my daughter up and the nanny told me she took her first steps and I just broke down and said, why am I doing all this? These little guys are so much more important to me. So that's about the time when some family members came to me with an amazing health product and they said, oh, we're going to help people get healthy, and you know what, there's some money to be made. And I went to check it out, and these people were making extraordinary incomes in a relatively short, I thought short time, considering I had a 4-year degree from Berkeley, and then I worked and worked and worked, and I wasn't making that kind of money, you know, until I was 34, right? And so I thought it was a long time, but they were doing it in under a couple of years, and I thought, why not me? So I dove in because I love health and wellness and I love helping people. And I was able to replace my income in 8 months. I quit my job. And since October of 2007, I have never gone back to work for someone. I've been full-time entrepreneur in health and wellness, loving every minute of it. 2 years into the industry. So about a year later, I had got pregnant with my third child, my little Emery, who's 11 now. And I got to, when I had her in 2009, I didn't have to stare at a date to go back to work, to leave my baby in daycare. And I'll tell you, if you're a mom out there, let me know, how does that feel to have to drop your baby off to daycare for someone else to raise it because you're in the rat race? And that's what got me into network marketing. So I always tell people, this isn't a rags to riches story. It was a mom that wanted to be home with her kids, wanted to have a better quality of life, wanted to cook cookies and, you know, go in the classrooms and volunteer and be a room mom and go on the field trips and, you know, volunteer my time and just go to all their sporting events, pick them up from school and ask them how their day was. And I got to do that. And so at this point, people are like, gosh, you're making so much money. I'm making 7 figures, you know, a year. I got my mentor on the phone in a couple of minutes. You're going to get to hear from her. She's the reason I'm here. She's the one that brought this to me, this gift to me. But I'm doing it because of people like Angie came to me 4 years ago, and, you know, all the people in our team and our company that want more. They need people like myself who've done it to go and teach them how to do it. So that's where I am in my life right now. I'm just excited about sharing the great health products that we have, and we'll just go, I'll go over my 7 points real quick of why I chose this company. If you're an entrepreneur, why would you choose this company? I'm going to give you my 7 reasons, and then I'll bring on my good friend Carrie to give you her 7 reasons. But for me, it was because I want to help people get healthy through products and education. And what we have is cutting edge. It's breakthrough. You can't get all you need to get from diet and exercise. You need more. The environment we live in is not the same environment we evolved in for thousands of years. So we need more. And that's what I found. And I also love helping people become entrepreneurs, starting their own business. And I'll share a few things that make this what I feel is the best opportunity, because after doing over $170 million in sales prior to my coming to LifeVantage 5 years ago, and probably have done close to 90 million now, our team, not me, our team. I'll tell you why I chose this company. Number one, I wanted a product that's unique, right? And Carrie is going to do a beautiful job. Carrie has been with the company over a decade. She's one of the pioneers of the very original top 3 earners. She's going to go over the company story. I'll just say we have such a different story. We're not a bunch of CEOs and salesmen going, okay, let's get into the network marketing game. Let's figure out a product and let's push it through a network. We evolved in science. So I'm going to save that for her. So the company story was very intriguing to me because we have, you know, our little yellow pill, our Pro Tandem, our flagship product on the market since 2003, 28 million bottles sold. You know, when I joined, they had 6 patents in the US and 16 studies, and today has over 30 published peer-reviewed studies and 7 patents on one product from people like Harvard and, you know, the National Institute on Aging and, you know, the American Heart Association. When people are studying your product with their money, you know you're onto something. So the products. And then since I've been here for 5 years, we've evolved. Like, drop a 1 in the book. Do you know anyone that has gut issues? Drop a 1. 74% of Americans, you know, what our products are doing is solving problems for the masses. I read somewhere 78% of Americans have bad energy. What about 3 if you have poor energy all day because you just don't have it? Fatigue, brain fog. These are all things going on, and we accept them as normal. Who wants to be in better weight? Right? Who has animals who want to keep them their optimal health? You know, let's see, who has hair, wants better hair, fuller, thicker, better hair, non-toxic. What about your skin? We have amazing products, all clean, all incredible. And we can give you all the details for those, but I stand behind our products. I love it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Everyone's like, what's your 10? But I stand behind them, and my family uses every single one of our products every single day. Every one of them. I love it. I love shopping from my own wellness store. So the products. So number 1 was the company story. I love the company story, where we started, rooted in science. Number 2 is the products. Number 3 for me is the community. And I should have probably saved this for last. Maybe I'll save this for last. So let's go to number 3 is the trends. Guys, 150,000 people are joining network marketing every week. 150,000. Why not you? And that's not just in the US, guys. It's global. But how many people are trying to get healthier? Do you know that in 2020 so far, one of the top Googled terms, I'm sure COVID was up there too, is how to work from home? How many people do you know that were hit by the COVID disaster, by losing their job or having their hours cut or having, their restaurant closed or their business closed? How many people do you know? Right? Me. Oh my gosh, right? Melissa and Mike, sorry to hear that. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there. I love that I dug the well before I was thirsty. In 2007, I started digging the well. I was working full time and I did it. And then in 2008, remember, I was in mortgage. The mortgage crisis hit, but I had created a leveraged income of more than I was making in mortgage. And that saved me when the bottom fell out in the mortgage industry. And then a couple of years later, when I had a brand new baby in 2009, my husband got laid off from his secure job with all the things, and network marketing saved me. We had a steady paycheck that I had built over the last few years. And then just this year, COVID hit. And I work from home, and people are starting to work from home. So our business has been growing. Not to mention, we have wellness products. We're helping people get healthy. Like our probiotic helps to support a healthy immune system. It helps to support your immune system. And that's something we can legally say. And all of these things. I mean, there's so many things that we can tell you about our products. Just know that we're helping people get healthy from the inside and out. So the trends, wellness is booming. I think there's been a 60% increase in wellness sales over the last 8 years. It's beating clothing, it's beating jewelry, it's beating makeup. And people are starting to, this is like the activated individual. People are starting to work out more. They're starting to, wear more wearables and track their calories and do something, right? Everybody is trying. Well, a lot of people. So trends. People are Googling gut health. People are Googling how to get my immune system stronger. This is the one thing I want you guys to hear. There are products, there's companies that sell products, and then there's companies that solve problems. A short-term finite company will sell products. An infinite company with a mission solves problems. And that's who we are. We are solving problems for everyday people. We are helping them feel better, look better, and have more energy from the inside out. So yes, so trends is number 4. Number 5 is compensation. Now, I made a great income in mortgage. I make, 5 or 6, 7 times that now because of leverage. I've built a team. Angie's one of my top leaders. And you guys might've heard from Rachel Picaric last night, did a great job. She's one of my leaders. We have leaders in Australia, in the UK, in Canada, starting now in Mexico and all over the US, probably missing a couple markets. And when you work with people and you help them and mentor them and work with them, and you help them learn the skills, learn the mindset, build a customer base and build a team, it's unbelievable how well that pays. So in this, it's not a dog eat dog. You're not competing with everyone, you're working together. And so when you're creating leveraged income, I can show you my subscription report, meaning if I took the whole month off, my income is going to be relatively the same month over month because I have almost 20,000 customers, not distributors, customers that are ordering month over month over month. And that's leveraged income. That's, predictable, building a customer base. And so for those of you who are looking, there's a lot of companies out there that the customer is the distributor. That's not us. We actually have a business opportunity that would stand alone just by building a customer base with or without the business. And so people are buying our products. I'd say, I think about 87% of all of my enrollments out of almost 90,000 are just customers, which means when you're thinking about building a business with us, you know that you can find people that just want to buy the product, and the entrepreneurs will come to you and say, like Angie, hey, this helped me, why not? And here she is. The average income, according to our earnings disclosure statement of Pro 8, is $300,000 a year. She's probably somewhere between 160 and 300, which is Pro 7, the last rank. But this is a full-time multiple six-figure income that she's been able to create by building a customer base and helping her team build a customer base. And so the compensation we pay, we have one of the best in the industry from third party, and we're publicly traded, so you know we have transparency. But it's mostly about getting people on our product. Again, solving our customers' problems, their hair, their gut, their skin, you know, helping them get solutions, and they're investing their money anyway. We're giving them better quality products that are clean, non-toxic, clinically proven, and they actually work affordably. And our skincare, let me just say, is the best skincare ever. All right, number 6, timing. I was trying to kind of add up. There's 330 million people in the US alone, right? I think there's almost 40 million people in California. It's bigger than Canada. 30 million in Canada, 100 plus million in Mexico, 27 million in Australia, New Zealand's another 4. These are just some of our current open markets. We've got, let's see, something's 25 million. Taiwan's 25 million. Japan's about 126 million. UK is about 60 million. Germany is 65 million. Not to mention we're open in Belgium. Are we open in Belgium? I don't know. Spain. There's a bunch of countries I didn't even think of. Someone could write them in the chat. All I know is if you added just those up is over 600 million. I think our current open markets, there's like 2 billion people if you include China. 2 billion people. And why am I, Ireland? Thank you, Ireland, another 4 million. Why am I saying this? Because not even since we started as a network marketing company in 2009, and wait for Carrie to see why, I mean, because we're actually started in 2003. You'll get the great story in a second. 2009 to now, less than 3 million people have ever bought our product. We are, you know, our company's doing about $250 million a year just because our customers keep buying our product over and over and over again. We didn't have to go get 20, 30 million customers to do the numbers we have, which is very typical in other companies. So we have 3 million people, I'm rounding up, 3 million people worldwide and 2 billion. Let's just do a fun game and pretend they're all in North America, right? Let's do a fun game and just pretend they're all in the United States. That means 99.99% of the United States still has never bought our product, plus the other 20 plus countries. So timing, when do you want to get into opportunity? When tens of millions of people have bought the product worldwide, or less than 3? How about that for timing? We're like, Carrie says this all the time, we're a 10-year-old, $250 million a year startup. And we finally got it going, because I'm going to leave you with my number 6 is the system. When I started 5 years ago, we had some great tools, but we didn't have a system. And system means you tell me what to do, A, B, C, D, right? From what product, what tools do we show a prospect? You know, what actions, you know, create predictable results? How do I learn? So we've got apps, we've got videos, we've got websites, all done for you. You pay a one-time fee to get started. We got launch guides, events, live and virtual. You're going to learn the mindset and the skill set and leadership, monthly and weekly trainings, blogs with unbelievable articles that tell you why our products, why are they needed, right? Because we solve problems. And that's why I love our blog, because you hear all the science and don't get caught up. And there's a lot of science, but we are solving problems. So you can read if you want to be like me and nerd out. We have, like, I love Tyler Daniels, one of our top earners. He says, you know, a lot of people join because they just want to better and feel better. So you just want to feel better, you know, but once people start lifting up the hood, they're like, oh my gosh, you're like not going to believe. Carrie Dickie always said, I wish I could download my brain. I wish for anything that all of you on the line that are listening to this the first time, I wish I could download my brain so you could hear the thousands of stories that I've heard of people just like you who started taking the products and had great results, or started a business and now have changed their family situation. And I hope that for all of you. Available mentors, you know, Angie and I work side by side. Carrie helped me when I get started. We've got a full customer corporate support. They do our marketing. They do our IT. When your customer has a problem, they call our customer call center. Our websites are user friendly. And I just want to say, I love our company. We help you do social media because that's where everyone's going. Everything you need to do. Because I know one of the things people say is, can I do this? And yes, you can. So I want to tell you about this next lady that's coming on, because she and I met 13 years ago in our first company. So I knew she was in wellness and she was very successful in that. And that company ended up closing its doors for whatever reason or selling to another company. And so we were left with kind of, I've been a couple of times had to look for a new home. And I'm just so thankful and grateful that I just kept in touch with Carrie, because Carrie, as you're going to see in a minute, is one of the most incredible humans I've ever known. She loves people. You're going to hear it in her voice. She cares for people. She is one smart woman. She gets it, and she gets this industry. She's been in it. She'll tell you her story, but over 25 years, very successfully. I'm going to guess. She's a master pro 10. We call it a pro 11. Her business is doing at least 2 million a month. I think it's doing 5 million a month, but at least 2 million a month. I'm pretty sure it's doing 5 million a month. Carrie can tell you. She's one of the top 3 earners in our company. One of the top 3 earners, making well over 7 figures, maybe multiple 7 figures. I don't know. I'm not going to guess because I don't want to round, but I'll just say it's life-changing income. And this woman deserves it because she pours her heart in and soul into people like me. And she never gave up on me. She followed up on me for 6 years. And when the timing was right, I came to her and I said, I'm ready. And I dove in with my leaders head first, and I've never looked back. I love this company. I love that she's an author. She's probably earned well over, I don't know what, Carrie, 10, 15, 20 million. She's so cute. She doesn't even know. She's one of the most humble people I've ever met. So please welcome my friend, Master Pro 10, Carrie Dickie, to the call.
Thank you, Tara. Maybe not, maybe a little clueless, not knowing, but I'm just sitting here thinking, how did I get so blessed and lucky to have been able to attract you to our company and to our organization, and then beautiful Angie and all of the people. I am seeing so many of your teammates on the chat, and I just am so grateful. This holiday season, and certainly since March, I have been more grateful than I have ever felt in my entire life for what we've been able to create here at LifeVantage. I am truly blessed. So thank you for including me tonight. I'm so grateful. I'm dog sitting and I'm praying that they behave. So there are so many people on this call, and it is my goal to inspire you, if you're brand new, to get out there and to bring people to these 7 days of the holidays calls. And if you are looking at the business, I just hope to inspire you to look deeper at what we have here. I got to tell you, I'm a little girl from Colorado. I graduated from the University of Colorado with a degree in advertising, and all I ever knew was what I didn't want to do. I had absolutely no idea what I did want to do. I knew I didn't want to be a flight attendant. I didn't think I was smart enough to be an accountant or a doctor. I went through school just because that's kind of what you did. And I got really nervous as graduation approached. I really didn't want a boss, and I didn't want one of those 18 to 20,000 a year jobs. I just didn't. So I graduated, and I had put myself through school bartending and waiting tables, and I continued that trend afterwards. In fact, I left Colorado, moved to California. I said, I need to get a real job. I have a college degree, and I just didn't know where I fit. And I think it's so difficult, especially today when people do graduate. I mean, it's just no guarantee, right? So I graduated, and I was bartending and waiting tables and a fitness instructor, and I fell and pulled a quad muscle. And literally, I was out of work overnight. I no longer could walk. I no longer could teach. And I learned really quick about linear income. Work a day, get paid, work a day, get paid. You can't work, you don't get paid. I was done. And I'm telling you, I am so grateful to have found a place where you can have average intelligence, or maybe a little bit above average intelligence, but super tenacity and big vision and just an incredible work ethic. And you can create, I mean, Tara, I was thinking it's somewhere between 60 and 70 million a year business from my home as a bartender, waitress, fitness instructor, CU grad that never used her degree, or should I say I use it every day. So I just, like I said, if you're here, please, please know that if I can do it, you can too, but it will take some work. You will really have to become a student of the industry. You will really, really have to humble yourself. You may be fantastic. You may be a physician. You may be a real estate agent. You might be a mortgage broker. You may have your own business. Network marketing is unlike anything I have ever done before. And there may be some of you right now that are watching going, are you kidding me? This is network marketing. If you're feeling that, just take a deeper look. So I have to tell you, I've been in 4 companies, and sometimes that used to be alarming to me when I heard that from people. I'm like, what are you talking about? I cannot imagine starting 4 times, but you know, it's like any other industry. You may be in real estate and do, you might start with Prudential, cut your teeth there. You may go to Remax, Century 21, and eventually open your own real estate company. It's just about finding your home, and what's your home for 5 years may not end up being your home for the rest of your life. So network marketing is no different. I'm so grateful for each of the 4 companies. I truly am. I was in my first company way back in 1992. And I'll tell you, I mean, I didn't know anything. I was a slow starter. So anyway, you guys, cut it. I cannot believe after they were perfect the whole time. So anyway, I learned selling books door to door. I learned selling bookstore. I learned how to be fearless, and I learned about 80-20 rule. 80% of the people do 20% of the work, and 20 do 80. And then they talked about the 1%ers, and I yearned to be a 1%er. Tonight, actually, I really want to talk to you about my 7 reasons. That's what I'm yearning to burning to talk to you about. I'll tell you the company story briefly, but what I'm yearning to tell you is why I chose this business. The number 1 reason way back when is I wanted to eat. I wanted to be able to pay my rent. I wanted to be able to tell my dad that I had a job after graduating with a degree from CU. I just wanted to survive. And there are people out there right now, you guys, on their knees praying for a way to make a living. You could have the answer for them. That was my number 1 way back when. Number 2, I got to tell you, I told you 80-20 rule. 80% of the people do 20, 20 do 80, the 1%ers. When I heard that, I thought, I am not a 1%er now, but I want to be one. And this is an opportunity. You can work really, really hard, because if that one did it, and that one did it, and that one did it, and I study and I learn and I apply myself and I never, ever, ever, ever quit, maybe I can self-actualize here. Maybe I can find myself here. I'm not kidding. That's number 2. Number 1, my first why was I needed to eat. I needed a job, like so many people out there. Number 2, I wanted to self-actualize. I wanted to be something different. I wanted to be more. Number 3, and I'm telling you, you know, waitress, bartender, but I was a fitness freak. I taught fitness for years. I was a personal trainer. I love to eat well. I've taken supplements my entire life. The health benefits here at LifeVantage, our products are second to none. Never taken anything like these products. They literally changed my life 10 years ago. All we can talk about is activating our bodies instead of supplementing. We're activating and helping our bodies be the best they can be. I thought my eyes were great. I thought my skin was great. I thought my teeth, my gums, I thought my female parts were great. And I'm going to tell you, after taking this product for literally 6 months, I could not believe the little teeny things I was dealing with that I had no idea I was dealing with. And if I could download my brain into yours right now as to what I have seen inside the bodies of people over the last 10 years, I'm telling you, you would not sleep tonight. It is remarkable. So number 3 for me, and probably at the top of everybody's list, should be health. But I was fascinated by these products. I got to say, number 4, you guys, freedom. never before has freedom been so important to me. Freedom matters. And freedom of choice. I can't stand setting an alarm. I don't like an alarm clock going off and I have to get up. When I'm not done sleeping, I want to go on vacation when I want to go on vacation. I don't want to go on the weekends. I want to go on vacation Monday to Friday when no one else is. I want to go to the gym. Well, my yoga studio's open. The guy's never closed. I'm so proud of him. But I work out when no one else is working out because that's when it's easiest for me. Freedom of choice matters. And I get to choose who I want to be with, where I want to be with them, when I want to be with them. I get to choose where I want to go. It is huge to have choice. That is such a big one. I can't tell you which one's first here. I got to tell you, giving back. I remember a friend of mine had a brain tumor 15 years ago. And I did not have enough money. It was before I really hit in network marketing. I did not have enough money to send her for treatment. And I raised $11,000 in 5 days with my tiny little kids. All I wanted to do was be able to write the check and get this woman to this health place where she needed to go, where she wanted to go, where she believed she should go. And I didn't have the money. I had to raise it. Today, I could do that. If I was guided to do that, I would do it. So choice and being able to give back is massive, you guys, absolutely massive. The most exciting number 7 is building others, watching people self-actualize, watching other people up on the stage, watching Tara. Just literally, I got nervous, you guys, following Tara freaking Wilson. Are you kidding me? She's so good with numbers. She's so poised and graceful, and following Angie Harper and Rachel Pekarik. These are people that are in my organization. It has been remarkable watching people grow and flourish and change and self-actualize. These reasons are everything to me. So number 1, I needed to eat. Number 2, I wanted to be something. I've been put here for a reason. Each and every one of you has been put here for a reason. I wanted to find the reason for my life. Seriously. Number 3, oh my gosh, I wanted freedom. I wanted choice. That is so huge to me. I wanted health. I wanted to give back, and I wanted to lift others. These are the reasons that I did this. I'm going to end with our company story. Taro and I were talking earlier. There are a lot of network marketing companies out there. There are a lot of choices. But I got to tell you, that clip aired back in 2005. And when it did, $5 million worth of orders came in. It was on the ABC primetime investigative report. $5 million worth of orders came in. Stock went from $1 a share to $20 practically overnight on sheer speculation as to what Protandim could do inside people's bodies. There was only one problem, and that is that Joe McCord was a researcher and a scientist. He didn't have a sales team. He didn't have a marketing team. He didn't have Amazon sitting there taking orders. There were no computers. People weren't doing that, right? The orders did not get filled. It should have been the end of the story, but it wasn't. Because doctors and researchers and scientists were sitting in front of the TV that night, and they saw the ABC primetime investigative report as well. And they were fascinated. And they contacted Joe's office and said, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Reducing oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days? We need to get hold of that product. We want to initiate and fund our own studies. And studies were initiated and funded all around the country and all around the world. Places like University of Colorado, Denver, Denver Health Medical Center, University of Florida, Kentucky, Louisiana State, even places in Wales, Sweden, the Czech Republic, and Mexico City. So if you're out there tonight and you're kind of hearing about this for the first time, www.pubmed.gov. PUBMED.gov, the National Library of Medicine's website. Go there like I did, type in oxidative stress. You can read for the rest of your life on why you want to reduce it, which is exactly what these doctors were excited about. When I started, there were maybe 30,000 studies. There are hundreds of thousands of studies right now telling us why we want to reduce our oxidative stress. And again, you can read for the rest of your life. But that's not so. People didn't get their calls returned. They didn't get their emails returned. They did not get their products. Again, it should have been the end of the story. Studies were initiated and funded all around the country and all around the world. Well, finally, the shareholders were a publicly traded company. They got very, very frustrated. Stock went from $1 a share to 20 bucks, plummeted to 7 cents a share, almost got taken off the registry. They said, how are we going to get this out to the people? They put it on back online. That didn't work. They put it in retail outlets like GNC, CVS, and Rite Aid. Sold a half a bottle per store per month for 4 years. Finally, a consultant came on board, took one look at the ABC Primetime Investigative Report and said, are you kidding me? This is a story that has to be told. Oh my gosh. We've got to get this product into the hands of the people, but we believe network marketing, person-to-person distribution is the answer. And that's when we went where we went in May of 2009. Our company went from 0 to 200 million, and Tara said it. We are an infant in this industry. People don't know what we have, haven't even heard about it. You guys, most companies, give me 1 second. Most companies, why I love this profession. This is why I love it. Because you can be real and you can say you messed up. It's been silent in this house for 2 hours. Mama gets on the phone and there's a problem. I built my business in the nooks and crannies of my life while I raised my 2 kids. I remember one time when Sharice Matthews, one of my besties in my business, frontline, beautiful friend of mine, I remember Sharice Matthews had to her children were fighting through the entire call. I see the chat blowing up. I'm laughing. I remember that Sharice literally fought through the whole call. She ended up duct taping them together in a hugging position. She was so mad when she got off the phone. I'm potentially going to duct tape the dogs together in a hugging position. Anyway. The last thing I'm going to say, Tara's probably curling up in her grave. Anyway, the last thing I'm going to say is most companies, they're formed for the money. People sit around and say, you know what, man, we've got to get into that person-to-person distribution thing, that network marketing thing. Okay, how are we going to do it? And they say, well, we got to come up with a product. And they go, okay, well, we better do something in wellness. We better do something, that the millennials would be interested in, those baby boomers. We got to meet everybody's needs. And they say, yeah, and then we've got to come up with some amazing story to sell the product. You guys, we have the amazing story. We have these products that are literally earth-shattering, life-changing products. We make people better. And in doing so, we make the world a better place. And I'm going to tell you, that's my number 7. We make people better. And in doing so, we make the world a better place. I love my business. I love that I can be real. I can love that I can have sweat running down my back and a dog in my lap. And I can still do this business and tell you this has been the single biggest, best business decision I have made in my life. And you may get the opportunity. You may get one opportunity like this in your life and you may never get another one. So I urge you, look into what we have. Thank you for blowing up the chat. This is going to be amusing for people. So Skylar, don't tell anyone that I did this today. Okay, don't tell anybody that my dogs were out of control. Thank you, Tara. You guys, thank you for the grace. Oh my gosh, I'm a sweaty Betty mess. But I am so excited tonight and so grateful for my business and for each and every one of you. Happy New Year. May there be peace on earth and goodwill towards men. Never, ever, ever, ever has that meant more to me. Mwah! Thanks, Skylar.
Do you guys see why I love this woman and why I'm so proud and honored to be partnered with you, Carrie? Thank you for never giving up. And guys, this is real life. I've had to do that with my kids before. That was just dogs, Carrie. I've had to do that with my kids. I'm sure you have, but great call. Thank you so much. And Angie, and for those of you out here, grab somebody if you love what you heard and are ready to just dive in and see what we're all about and maybe change your future and get involved and start a business with us. We can't wait to meet you and grow with you. And tomorrow we've got a pro Pro 9 Fred Graves interviewing another one of the top 3 earners in the company. Blue Elam was a former construction guy who turned into a fireman, one of the greatest guys. You will love him. So please come back tomorrow, same time. And thank you guys all for spending some time with us tonight. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Happy New Year.
Everybody.
See you tomorrow.